You know, people, there are certain things that if you truly understood, you would move through life with much more grace and ease. And the main thing that you need to understand to move through life with much more grace and ease is to understand that you are a spiritual being having a physical experience. You are spirit governing a physical body with access to tools or faculties, namely your mind power, your willpower, and your emotions. At your core, you are spirit. Now, depending on the culture that you come from, you may call spirit another term. So you could say consciousness, you could say prana, chi, the observer, the watcher, source, source energy, light, light source, etc. But at your core, you are spirit. For example, if you go to someone's funeral, well, body will be in the casket, but you do not have access to them anymore through that physical body because your spirit has moved on to another dimension. Because energy is neither created nor destroyed, it's just transformed. Similarly, if we were talking about an amputee, then someone may lose a leg, but someone does not necessarily lose themselves because they are not the leg. They have a leg. Again, we are not our bodies. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So you can touch the body, but you cannot touch the mind. You cannot touch the emotions. You cannot touch the will, and you cannot touch the spirit. So we are predominantly not physical. We predominantly operate in the metaphysical realm. And the metaphysical realm is right alongside the physical realm. It's really two sides of the same coin. Understand that the mind is not the brain. The brain is a physical organ that is a part of the body. You cannot touch the mind. You cannot touch the conscious mind, and you also cannot touch the subconscious mind. Similarly, you cannot touch the emotions, but you know that you have emotions. You experience anger, but you are not anger itself. You experience courage, but you're not courage itself because emotions are energy in motion. Similarly, you are not the will. You have a will. And you can think about the will like your discipline muscle. So with a developed will, then you will be highly disciplined. And then with an underdeveloped will, then you're most likely going to be very impulsive and or compulsive. And again, at your core, you are spirit. You are the conscious observer of your thoughts. You are the conscious observer of your emotions. And again, you are the conscious observer of the will. And it is important that you understand this because when you truly understand that you are consciousness, then you know that you are a powerful being. Because if you are consciousness and you are not the mind, then you can choose thoughts that are in your best interest and also in others' best interest around you. Understanding that you are consciousness, then you also know that you have the power to create. You have the power to manifest. Similarly, again, if you truly understand that you are consciousness, then you know that you can choose better feeling emotions. So on a day that you're very angry, you could let go of anger and choose something like courage. So as spiritual beings, we are here to expand. And the higher we go, the better you'll feel. So oftentimes on the channel, you will see me use the Hawkins scale by Dr. David R. Hawkins. And this essentially is a map of consciousness. So in our most expansive state, we are going to say that someone is enlightened. And enlightenment is what you may also know as self-actualization, that you may know from Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, or if we go into the Vedic traditions, then they're going to be talking about the third eye or the crown chakra. Again, you have to transcend the lower levels to get to a higher level. So whether you are working on a financial goal, relationship goals, travel goals, etc., then if you are aware and if you know that you are consciousness, then you can choose thoughts that are in alignment with that goal. And when you truly understand, people, that you are consciousness, that you are spirit, and you can manifest what you want, then life will be so much easier. There are a lot of people that are walking around here on planet Earth, and we could simply call them unconscious. And they are unconscious because they are unaware that they are a spiritual being having a physical experience. So while the information in this video may seem very mundane, it absolutely is not, because most people that you encounter are unconscious. They are unaware that they are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And you see where most of the people walking around on this planet are identified with their mind. They believe that they are their thoughts. Oftentimes, for example, if you go on YouTube, you will see a whole bunch of videos on road rage. So what exactly is a road rage incident? It is when someone has latched on to anger because they've held on to that emotion, and now they're in conflict with people driving around on the road. When instead of choosing rage or choosing anger, they could choose courage and mind their business and drive away. So when you understand that you will get into conflict with individuals where the consciousness levels are too far apart, then you understand that you should be communing with people that are at your consciousness level. Someone that is in a rageful state or a very angry state then has angry thoughts, because again, a lot of people are very emotionally immature because they have not worked on their emotions. They really did not develop their emotional faculty, because again, they are unaware that they are spirit. And if you truly understand that you are spirit, then you can develop your mind. You can develop your emotional awareness. You can also develop the will, and you can develop the body to whatever state that you truly want. Well, this comes with understanding. Again, truly understanding that you are a spiritual being having a physical experience. So do not identify too much with the body. Do not identify too much with the mind. The mind generates thoughts, approximately 50,000 thoughts per day. That's a lot of thoughts. Those thoughts aren't you. You are the observer of thoughts. You are not the thoughts themselves. Similarly, again, you're not your emotions. You have emotions. So before you let your emotions get a hold of you, then you let go of those emotions and choose a better feeling one. Again, similarly, you're not the will. So you have control of your will. And you also have control of not losing your will. So as you traverse this earth, understand that you should be in control of your tools. So what I mean by this is be very mindful not to sell your soul. And what we mean by selling one's soul is to sell or to give power away to someone else, to some external entity, where they can control our mind power, our willpower, and our emotions. So you'll be left here walking around like a zombie because you're being controlled by someone else. Hence, you are operating in a unconscious manner. Again, you are a spiritual being having a physical experience, and you have tools available to you. And again, your tools are your mind power, your willpower, and your emotions. And when you truly understand that you are consciousness itself, then you know that you can step into your power because you are a powerful being. Most people that are walking around here on this planet are unconscious. So again, be aware, be consciousness itself, and step into the now. And when you do that, you will truly understand what it is to be a conscious being.